Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well. Well, if you're a Chelsea fan, you're definitely not doing well. It's 2 losses on the bounce, it's not looking good for us. We're going to get into the detail and the nitty gritty whilst I've got some things to say. Before we do though, I want to let you guys know, today's video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Make sure you hit that link in the description to download the OneFootball app for all of your footballing news, your Chelsea news or whatever team you support, whatever league you're in, whatever competition you want to find out news about, your statistics, your any other video content you will find on the OneFootball app. So make sure you download it. Link in the description. Enjoy. Let's get into this. As the scoreline says, we've only gone and thrown it away again, and in a manner that was similar but different to the way that we lost to Manchester City. Because Manchester City, we were very defensive. We were sat back. You could possibly say that Thomas Tuchel had a big hand in the way that we were set up, and that was part of the reason as to why we lost against Manchester City. Today, we actually were in control of the ball and of possession, as predicted. I said this on my preview. I said I expect us to be able to control possession and control the game. But what did we do with it? Absolutely nothing. 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 Lukaku had his first shot, his first attempt, in the 82nd minute. That tells you everything you need to know. Our midfield today were lost. They were lost. Absolutely lost. And I don't necessarily mean just Jorginho Kovacic. I don't mean that at all. I mean the two main culprits as to why we threw away that first half, as far as I'm concerned, and why we just couldn't do a thing, couldn't even get a ball to Lukaku, is because of Kai Havertz and Hakim Ziyech, who I feel let themselves down and they let us down today. Completely. Every single time these two guys got the ball, they lost it. Every single time they try to make a pass, it gets intercepted or they lose the ball. Every time they're meant to take a shot, they don't. Every time they're meant to come and drop deeper to actually try and retrieve the ball, because no one else is going to retrieve the ball, they're just sat up there next to Lukaku waiting for something to happen. It was weird today. It was weird. There was no output whatsoever. Kovacic gets the ball, tries to ping a pass, it gets intercepted. No one comes deep to support him, therefore he has to go wide. Alonso looked a little bit shaky. Azpilicueta looked completely marked out of the game. Every time he tried to get in behind, and he did, no one sent the ball to him. So it was just a case of us going side to side, backwards, side to side. Every time we try and go through the middle, we result in losing possession. And then you look at Havertz, you look at Ziyech, come deeper. Come deeper. No, they're not coming deeper. Instead, what they do is they go wider. You know, and then there's this big hole in the middle that there's no one in. And every time we look to get the ball to Kovacic or Jorginho, and we're actually looking to get the ball to Lukaku, you can see a line of Jorginho Kovacic, right, with our wing backs, and then you can see a front three in the Sahara Desert. Literally in the distance. Over there. Can't get the ball to you, mate. Anyone going to come and actually help out? Come and support? Come and actually retrieve the ball? Come a little bit deep and then take the ball with you? Anyone? No. No. And that was the story of the first half. Could not do anything with the amount of possession that we had. It was like watching Frank Lampard's Chelsea again. No disrespect to Lamps, obviously, club legend and that, but as a manager, you know that the last couple of months of his reign, right, that it was like watching that again. And then we go into halftime, and everything was going wrong at that point. And even my stream was going wrong. For those that were watching the watch long, I have to issue an apology. I don't know what happened. Thankfully, I managed to get the last hour and a half of that game, literally. So the bit of the first half, half of the first half, half time, and the entire second half completely caught in the watch along. So that's there, and that's there to be watched if you want to watch it and see us fall apart. But multiple problems on the stream, so I apologise. I'll investigate that. But that summed up Chelsea's day. We come out after half time, and I'm expecting a reaction. I'm expecting Tuchel's words that I'm sure he would have absolutely drilled into them to go absolutely mental. Would have come out in the second half and go all guns blazing. And what did we do? 11 seconds. 11 seconds, right? Referee, you know what? We're actually going to do it. We're actually going to do it. We're actually going to do this, yeah? Because it's a shambles, as far as I'm concerned. It's a shambles. There we are. 11 seconds has begun. So the second half has started, right? Second half has just started. And we've just conceded. We've just conceded. That's how quick it was. That's how quick it was. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Glenn Hoddle, weirdly enough, I don't agree with many things he says as commentator, but he was spot on when he said Chelsea's heads are still in the dressing room. We haven't come out for the second half. Juventus did. They scored. What were we doing? Completely asleep. Juventus, bish, bash, bosh, boom, it's in. Kie's a great goal, by the way. Very good link up, but we were asleep. We were actually asleep. You've come out for the second half and you're asleep. That's not on the manager. That's on the lads. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? I'm sure, 200%, and you all know it as much as I do, Tuchel would have absolutely drilled them down in that dressing room. Would have absolutely told them what was wrong, what needed to be fixed. They come out and they're asleep. Really? It doesn't make any sense. But then we concede, all of a sudden, we're on the back foot. We're on the back foot. And Juventus are able to completely tactically do what they need to do to protect their result. What did you see as soon as they went 1-0 up? Yep, go to a back five. Have 3 midfielders in front. Anytime one Chelsea midfielder gets the ball, there's 2 men on him. So you had literally 2 central defenders, 2 midfielders in front, making a 4 of a block in the middle, and we weren't able to penetrate through the middle. So what did that result in? Us having to go wide. Every time we went wide, boom, we're closed out of the game. It was tactically easy for Allegri to completely shut off the game. And you know the Italians, when they get defensive, they get defensive. They shut the bus, the plane, the building, the entire city, if they have to. They'll do what they need to do. And that's exactly what they've done. And we got desperate. We got desperate. We brought on Chilwell just during half-time. So second half, he came on for Alonso. After that, we brought on Loftus-Cheek. We brought on Hudson-Odoi. We brought on Chalobah. We got desperate. We changed the formation. We went to a back 4. We just sent everything all guns blazing. And it just didn't materialise. We brought on Ross Barkley, for goodness sakes. We ended the game in the Champions League against Juventus with Ross Barkley and Loftus-Cheek in midfield. But that tells you how desperate we got. How desperate we got. And that is just when you literally have no option. You have no option. As I've said, in terms of individuality today, we had many players in that midfield that were just not on it tonight. Not on it. Especially Kai Havertz and Ziyech. For me, were completely off. Off. Switched off. Switched off. They came on the pitch, switched off. And they played, switched off. And they finished, switched off. Right? Duracell battery's dead. No battery's going to save them today. It's a complete joke. As an individual, as a performance, in terms of as a player, that was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. And Thomas Tuchel was scratching his head on the touchline going, what do I do? What do I do here? I've got to change something. And he's right. He's proactive. I will do the same. You've got to change. If something's not working, switch it up. Switch it up. And he done exactly that. But he got desperate. And he started playing players that just don't play together. As I said, when did we have a midfield of Barkley and Loftus-Cheek? We had Chalobah in midfield at one point. He got sent back into defence after we got into a back 4. And all of a sudden, we have Hudson-Odoi on the pitch with these guys. These guys don't play together. There's no chemistry. We ended the game with 0 chemistry. I knew by minute 75, we weren't scoring. And I said it on the watch along. When it hit 75 minutes and I could see all this desperation, when Ross Barkley come on, I'm like, well, we're not scoring. It's done. We are not going to win tonight. It's done. As much as I would honestly take a draw, I would have taken a draw with the circumstances. Absolutely. We would have taken a point from Turin playing like that. I would have taken it all day long. But I knew it wasn't coming. And yes, we had a couple of chances in terms of Lukaku's first and only chance of the game in the 82nd minute. Havertz's header in the last minute of the 95th. And it's just, that was it. That was it. Apart from that, didn't really work them. With all that control and possession, done nothing. It's just not good enough. And now it's 2 losses on the row. Thankfully, and I never thought I'd say this, because at the beginning of the game I was gutted, but now I'm actually quite happy. Now I'm quite happy. We've got an international break. Yes, I will take an international break. Give us the international break. Absolutely. Bring the international break. Let us forget this has happened. Yeah? All the players, go to your countries, play for your countries, forget what's happened for Man City and Juventus. Come back as Chelsea, please. Come back as the European champions, Chelsea, please. Yeah? Come back in form, please. Because we need something now. And one point that I want to make. As much as I wanted to see Timo Werner on the pitch by half-time, and I thought that he would be a solution to why Lukaku wasn't getting service, yeah, I would have taken Ziyech off, I would have taken Havertz off. That's my only criticism of Thomas Tuchel. I would have done that. But I would have brought on Werner. And he took off Ziyech, but he left Havertz on, and I thought that was wrong. I would have brought on Timo Werner. Now, as much as I think that would have helped, today, again, just like the Man City game, this, again, illustrated why Mason Mount is important. It tells you exactly why. It also shows you why Kante, I feel, is important. But anyway, Mason Mount, as a player who doesn't stop running, that can always be a link between a Jorginho, a Kovacic, and the front line, because today there was none. And when you have a player as physically fit, who does not stop running, who's able to come deep and still do that for 90 minutes, as well as go forward, like a Mason Mount, you are going to get the ball to your strikers. You are going to have chances created. And tonight we had none. So again, massive question mark as to why Mason Mount is important in this team. And I hope that has been illustrated to all of you. But unfortunately, we've lost today. I know other results have gone a bit pear-shaped. I think Man United have drawn or they lost. I'm not sure. But anyway, look, we've lost. And yeah, we've got the weekend coming up. And then it's the international break. So you know what? Bring it on. If we manage to get a win on the weekend, cool. Go into the international break and just leave this behind us. But right now, I know there's a few of you that are probably scared. That are probably thinking, oh, 2 losses. Have we been figured out? No, I don't think we've been figured out. I think we need players to step up. Players to step up and find some flipping form. Because there's just no form. Well, as much as Mason Mount was missing out form, Ziyech has lost form. Havertz has lost form. Even Alonso today it looked like he'd lost form. But we need players to get back on form. Simple as that. If we do that, we'll be alright. But when is that going to happen? Time's ticking. It needs to be now. Simple as that. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about today's poor performance and today's result. Again, just poor overall. What you thought went wrong. I'd love to hear it. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you've enjoyed this. Again, thank you so much. I just want to say in advance for getting this up to the number that it is. We're about to hit 90,000 subscribers, so much appreciated to all of you. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new video where we go into this a little bit more and see what's popping around Chelsea Football Club and the football world. I might give you a general football video tomorrow as well. So I'll see all of you tomorrow. Have a good one. Look after yourselves. See you then. Take care and peace.